My darling, we're going to talk about the science behind penetration. And that is the beauty of intimacy and making love to a woman's body is it doesn't have to be guesswork. And I'm Arica Angelo, and I want to create a safe place for us to talk about things that are a little bit dirty, a little bit intimate, but communicated by a classy, elegant woman who has the mouth of a sailor. I know some of you guys comment, you're like, you really shouldn't use those words. Well, I really am going to continue using all those naughty words because I've been talking like this all my life and it ain't going nowhere. So, when you are making love to us women, we have these certain places inside our region down below that your beautiful member can touch, and God bless you when you do, because the fireworks that go off inside of us when your beautiful member hits those places with that beautiful penetration is mind-boggling. I'll even tell you a really funny story before I get into this. A girlfriend of mine, we were living in France. This was before I actually moved there permanently. And she met a guy at a bar, and they really hit it off. They had tons of chemistry. But the problem was he didn't speak English. He only spoke French. And she didn't speak French. And so they hit it off so well, and he ended up taking my girlfriend back home. And she told us the story the next day. We're sitting around the lake in our bikinis, eating different little sausages. Not yours, you know what you're thinking, but little sausages and wine and this and that. And she begins to tell us the story of how they were making out. And then when he was penetrating her the right way, she was about to come. And so she was like telling him, she was like, me, fireworks. Oh my goodness. Us girls were crying, laughing. That was such a great story. Like, that was her way of communicating to the guy who spoke no English that he was about to create the 4th of July in her vajayjay. So funny. But that is the power of what you can do when you understand the science of penetration. So, believe it or not, us human beings, we have 31 erogenous zones all over our body. But when it comes to the vajayjay, you know, everyone knows the infamous G-spot. But there's another way that you can touch us. And that is when you first go in, there is an actual A-spot that we feel. And that is at the beginning of penetration. And so I want you to start trying different positions so that you can start understanding what that is when you enter inside of her. Like, you know it because she's going to go, ooh, oh, whoa. She's going to respond to it because it feels so damn good. And that's when you first enter. And you're like, Arica, how do I learn positions to put women in so they feel all of the positions? Get my erotic power positions. I show you like all these positions that you can put us in. Positions that 9 out of 10 times she's never even heard of. And I really did tons of research, showed you guys what these positions look like so that the next time you're making love to a woman, you're going to know all the science of penetration, and then you're going to have all the tools of exactly what positions to put her in so that she feels all this glorious euphoria as you are making her climax. So the A spot is when you first enter in, and you know the G spot is when you go a little bit and it's up, and that's a G spot. And I've talked about how to make a girl explode down below with just the fingers, but for this one we're talking about penetration with your glorious member. And the deepest way that you can penetrate, and a woman has to feel really safe, she has to feel really relaxed in her body. And so we've got the A spot, we've got the G spot, a little bit in, a little bit up, you got it. And then and the last spot is when you can touch her cervix with your member. This is a deep one. This is a one that may make her scream loud, where you may have to put your hand over her mouth or bring out the pillow and put the pillow over her mouth. Let her breathe. But when she's screaming, you get what I'm saying? When you hit that spot, let me tell you, that is super powerful, but it can be a delicate area for us women. That's why it's so important to do the foreplay. And I've done videos, I actually have I just remembered. In erotic power positions, I have a whole bonus video just covering foreplay. So when you get that, you're gonna see a bonus video about foreplay. Here's the thing. If you really want to rock her world and touch that cervix with your member, the science of penetration, remember, what you want to do is really work on the foreplay of touching those other erogenous zones. You know, the wrist can be a place. Underneath the knee can be a place. There's so many places on a woman's body that you can foreplay with. And the more relaxed we are in our body, the more wet we become, the more our vaginal walls begin to soften. They're not so tense. And the more likelihood you have to hit all of those positions, the A spot, the G spot, and the actual cervix. This is the science of it. The science of it is that there are actual places that you can put your member in when you put her in different positions that are going to hit these exact places that create just a powerful orgasmic experience for you. Now listen, if you want more videos on sexual attraction, I got a whole playlist of videos right here. Trust me, you want to go watch those right now. Go find my Bali videos in there. I feel like my Bali videos, I really cut loose. Go there. I am coming to you from Bali. So see you from Bali. So much love. You got this, you wild animal. See you in my next video. Take care.